Deep in this forgotten swamp lies a monster of the deep. A WWII.
The massive radial engine and propeller are completely buried in thick, sucking mud and swamp water.
Just reaching this aviation legend is an extreme physical challenge. The mud tries to pull you under with every step,
scraping away decades of swamp slime. And there it is, the iconic star, history preserved in the mud.
Let's look inside the cockpit. It's a flooded time capsule.
The instrument panel is completely buried in sludge. But aviation dials were built to be watertight.
Just look at that. Beneath the mud, the glass is intact. The radium dials are still perfectly readable.
The massive propeller blades act like giant plows, carving a trench through the swamp bank. The massive 18-cylinder radial engine is completely waterlogged. Muddy water is draining from every single exhaust pipe.
Listen to that mud sucking. The vacuum seal is fighting back, but the winch is relentless. Taking up the slack, the winch is pulling, and the extreme tension begins.
The aluminum hull is covered in hard barnacles. We have to scrape off the worst of it before we transport it.
Secured on the trailer, we rescued a monster from the deep. Next stop, the workshop, where the real surgery begins.
A quick washdown of the engine just to see what's left. The cooling fins are completely packed with mud.
Out of the swamp and into the operating room. The smell of rotting mud and old aviation fuel fills the workshop.
The hull is covered in hard barnacles. The pressure washer strips them off, revealing the battle-scarred aluminum.
The amount of mud this airframe brought with it is unbelievable. The workshop is flooded.
The high-pressure wand slices through the swamp sludge like a hot knife, deeply satisfying.
This massive 18-cylinder radial engine is completely packed with mud. We need to find the mounting bolts hidden underneath.
Flushing out the cockpit. We have to wash away the corrosive swamp water before it eats the instruments.
Washed and bare, the true condition of this warbird is finally visible. It's rough, but the bones are solid.
Severing the umbilical cords. The original oil lines are completely fused, so we have to cut them.
Keep pushing, we're almost there.
Hold it, hold it!
All right, easy back.
Hooking up the industrial gantry crane. Time to take the tension.
It's free. For the first time since it was built in the 1940s, the heart is separated from the body.
The easy part is over. Now we have to completely rebuild this 18-cylinder monster from the inside out.
The canopy tracks are fused with rust. It takes a heavy pry bar and brute force to crack it open.
It takes an absolutely massive breaker bar to crack these original WWII mounting bolts loose. It takes an absolutely massive breaker bar to crack these original WWII mounting bolts loose.
Mounting this 2,000-pound radial monster onto a custom heavy-duty rotating stand. Let the surgery begin.
Hammering out the absolute last mounting pin holding the engine to the firewall. Zipping off the valve cover bolts. The rust is thick, but the impact gun breaks them loose.
The crane takes the immense weight. The entire airframe is groaning under the tension.
Just look at the sheer scale of this radial engine. It's an absolute mechanical nightmare of rust and mud.
Oh man, that is brutal. The heads are completely packed with decades of swamp mud and ancient aviation oil.
Carving out the swamp sludge just to find the actual engine parts hidden underneath.
Pulling the jug off. Look at the size of that piston. Completely seized and coated in thick, crusty rust.
Unbolting the massive cylinder jugs from the central crankcase. Each one of these is larger than a motorcycle engine.
Pulling the jug off. Look at the size of that piston. Completely seized and coated in thick, crusty rust.
Vapor blasting is pure magic. It strips decades of black corrosion from the delicate cooling fins, instantly.
Locking down the main retaining nut. That propeller isn't going anywhere. Pulling the master rod assembly. This is the heart of the radial design, an absolute masterpiece of 1940s engineering.
From swamp trash to aerospace perfection, these vapor-blasted cylinders look brand new.
Honing the massive bores. Putting that perfect crosshatch pattern back into the steel for the new piston rings.
Laying down a heavy, glossy coat of classic aviation gray to protect the massive magnesium crankcase.
Installing brand new polished stainless steel pushrod tubes. It's starting to look like a jewel.
The final touch. The legendary Pratt & Whitney data plate, restored to museum quality.
From a rusted, swamp-filled block of junk to an absolute aerospace masterpiece, the heart of the Corsair is reborn. The engine is done. Now, we turn our attention to the massive sanding away the remnants of the swamp, taking the heavily oxidized aluminum all the way back to bare metal.
Treating the bare aerospace aluminum with an acid etch. It chemically cleans the pores so the new primer will bite hard.
The vintage electrical switches are heavily corroded. A blast of contact cleaner washes away decades of oxidation.
The original flight cables were rusted and frayed. We are threading brand new, high-strength braided steel cables from the stick to the tail.
Hitting the hydraulic bypass. Let's see if the massive hydraulic wing cylinders still have enough strength to push. The massive hydraulic cylinders are fighting decades of rust. But they are moving. The iconic... Listen to that sound. That heavy steel locking pin slamming home means the wings are secured for flight.
The control surfaces on these warbirds were actually covered in fabric. The original canvas is completely rotten and has to be ripped off. The control surfaces on these warbirds were actually covered in fabric. The original canvas is completely rotten and has to be ripped off.
Matching the battle damage, stretching a brand new, flawless sheet of aerospace aluminum over the ribs and locking it in with temporary Cleco pins.
sealing the internal structures with that unmistakable classic zinc chromate green aerospace primer to stop any future corrosion.
Dropping the massive landing gear struts. These legs were built to absorb the impact of slamming onto an aircraft carrier deck.
Bolting together the heavy-duty split rims over brand new, massive, smooth tread aviation rubber.
Pumping high-pressure air into these giants. It's time to get this warbird off the jack stands.
And there she is, wings spread wide, sitting proudly on her own gear for the first time in decades.
The heart is ready, hoisting the 2,000-pound radial monster for the marriage.
Lining it up with the airframe. The tolerances here are incredibly tight.
A perfect fit. The heavy steel mounts slide right into place.
Torquing them down to exact spec. The heart is officially reconnected. Plumbing the engine with pristine stainless steel braided oil lines.
Adding the stainless steel exhaust stacks, this beast is gonna breathe fire.
The massive 13-foot propeller, fully restored and balanced to perfection.
Mounting the massive prop, it slides perfectly onto the splined shaft.
Locking down the main retaining nut. That propeller isn't going anywhere.
Time for color. Mixing up that iconic, deep navy blue aerospace paint.
Wiping away the dust. The finish is absolute museum quality.
Burying it all under a heavy layer of liquid glass clear coat. Adding the iconic white star, a tribute to its history. A final buff and polish brings out a reflection so deep and you could dive into it.
Turning the prop by hand, the engine is smooth as silk.
From a rotting relic in the swamp to a breathtaking aviation masterpiece, the Corsair is ready to fly again.
Rolling her out into the sunlight. From the bottom of a dark swamp to a gleaming piece of aviation history. Pulling the chocks. The airframe is completely prepped, fueled, and ready for the ultimate test.
Climbing into the cockpit. The smell of fresh paint and high-octane aviation fuel is intoxicating, giving her 4 shots of prime. We are forcing high-octane fuel directly into the dry cylinders. Oil pressure is climbing straight into the green. The engine is healthy. Temperatures are perfect.
Throttle to maximum power, unleashing all 2,000 horsepower at once. And we have liftoff. The monster has officially left the Earth. It coughs, spitting raw fire from the exhaust stacks as the fuel ignites. Yes! It's alive!
Decades in a swamp, and the monster roars back to life, clearing its throat with a massive cloud of smoke.
Engaging the clutch. The immense torque slowly turns over the 18 massive cylinders.
Tail is up. The aerodynamics are taking over. She feels incredibly light.
Spooling up the inertia starter. That iconic, rising whine gives you absolute goosebumps.
Rolling down the runway. The acceleration forces you back into the seat. She wants to be in the sky. Rolling down the runway. The acceleration forces you back into the seat. She wants to be in the sky.
She flies like an absolute dream. Fast, powerful, and incredibly agile. Taking her for a victory lap right over the exact swamp that tried to claim her forever. We won this battle.
Canopy closed and locked. We have green lights across the board. It's time to fly.
Gear up and locked. The airframe is completely clean. Flawless hydraulic retraction.
From a forgotten grave in the mud to dominating the skies once again. Thank you for watching the ultimate rescue of the monster of the deep. From a forgotten grave in the mud to dominating the skies once again. Thank you for watching the ultimate rescue of the monster of the deep.